You know, after seeing Scooby Doo WrestleMania Mystery, I thought that Scooby Doo couldn't really get any sillier, but I remember one of us made a mention of a Scooby Doo puppet movie, and I'd only seen a picture of it. I thought it was just like a poster for some kind of YouTube short, but no, it's an actual thing. It's Scooby Doo Adventures: The Mystery Map. First off, Key, why?
Scooby, why?
As you can tell, Key's not enjoying this one either. So,
we're gonna do this?
We're gonna be in for a little ride here. Let's just check this out.
Do we have to do this?
Yes. Yes, we do.
Fine. Roll the intro, Kevin!
Hey, that is my... Greetings, every peoples. This is your cult personality. ToonKriticY2K is the name. Tunes are the name of my game.
And greetings, every pony. This is Keyframe. I look at point A, point B, and everything in between. And we're looking between some massive pieces of shit today.
We're looking at yet another Scooby Doo movie, Scooby Doo Adventures: The Mystery Map, the first and hopefully last Scooby Doo puppet movie.
Why can't we ever review a good one like Cyber Chase or Witch's Ghost or... you know, one of those good ones, or Abracadabra Do. No, you people like to see us in pain.
Yeah, that's it. I think fans really only care if we review something bad because then they can laugh at our misery. But when we review something good, oh, okay, it's only if they really want us to do it.
Okay, anyway, brief synopsis of the puppet movie.
Synopsis. Really.
Let's go to the synopsis. Anyway.
Synopsis, Key. Synopsis. Can you English today?
Can you fuck off today?
Oh, okay. This, you got jokes on you. Okay. Fine. Synopsis. Okay. So if you can tell from the cover of the DVD, there's going to be pirates involved. So that's usually going to be a good thing, but in
let's see how many times has Scooby-Doo involved pirates. Let's see. One in Where Are You? One in New Adventures. There was the Scooby-Doo Pirates. They've done pirates a lot. Yeah,
they have. So, you know, what's the story? So first off, we're going with the pup named Scooby-Doo designs, which we'll cover that in later, but we just want to get the story out of the way. So the Scooby-Doo gang is like hanging out in their little treehouse, and they order a pizza because why not? Because that's what they do.
And can I just say? There's a reason why when Scooby and Shaggy eat food, it's animated, because the food that they like in real life looks fucking disgusting.
They find a pizza, and they're eating and stuff, and they wow, I can't English today. They find a rolled up map in the pizza, and it leads to a treasure of some dude named Gnarlybeard the Pirate. Oh, okay, so if I just magically order a pizza and I automatically get a treasure map that's probably written by some hobo that lives under the Dan Ryan Expressway, then totally I'm gonna find something.
Yeah, and Gnarlybeard the Pirate, who, may I say, there's Blackbeard, and then there's Redbeard. No, there's Jack Sparrow. No, Gnarlybeard. And
I thought Burger Beard from like the new SpongeBob movie was stupid. This thing looks terrifying.
Yes, this thing looks like Sweetum's crackhead cousin from the Muppets.
I was just thinking that too.
The story behind him is that his beard was so gnarly because it smelt so bad and it was so unclean that people didn't want to be around him. And it's just like, this is okay.
Yeah, okay. So as they're looking through like the map and stuff, all of a sudden this big ass pirate who is probably a reject from the Angry Birds Pirates game that's hopefully never going to be made shows up and starts terrorizing them. He runs off with like the map and shit. And, no wait, does he run off with the map? See, I don't even remember. The movie was so terrible, I can't remember exactly what happened, but...
Something happens, they leave a hole in the wall, and they go to a cave.
Yeah, and it's there where they meet up with the friggin' parrot again. We go through a song number, we'll get to that later. But
Yeah.
long end in the short of things, or is it the short end of the long of things? Whatever. They managed to uncover the mystery behind everything, and nothing was really developed. And
Dance break.
So yeah, well, we're just gonna cover what we liked and what we didn't like, and what we liked is probably going to be a very, very small list.
What we liked, Matthew Lillard, the end.
Yeah, honestly, the one good thing about this, and this is usually the case with all Scooby movies, Shaggy and Scooby, Shaggy especially, at least put effort into what they were doing.
Yeah, like, Matthew Lillard, I have to say, ever since, Casey Kasem retired and sadly passed away, Matthew has just hit out of the ballpark with his presentation of Shaggy, whether it be in the newer movies from Abracadabra Doo onward to the TV series with Mystery Incorporated, and now, the great thing I like about Matthew Lillard is that with whatever he does, no matter how stupid or how serious, he puts as much effort as he can into it. He puts every drop of himself into it.
Yeah. And that's the good thing, though. I always, I never really expected Matthew Lillard as, like, Shaggy from, like, the live-action Scooby-Doo movie to actually make him probably the best Shaggy, other than, like, Casey Kasem. This, you can tell, though, despite him being in, like, a crappy movie like this, he still brings, the usual Shaggy charm to his role, a lot more so than in WrestleMania Mystery, so...
Yeah, and the only jokes that we found funny were the ones that involved Shaggy. Like, there's this one joke where they're at the lighthouse, and he's running away from the parrot, and they're running down these stairs. Like, they repeat the staircase thing over and over, and then they're just sliding down like an escalator just very calmly. It's like, there were like 2 or 3 moments where it had good comedic timing, but the most of the times we were laughing was just from the what the fuckery that was going on. Like, it just... We were laughing at the pain of Shaggy because of his puppet design, which, since we've talked about the one thing we do like, let's go into the things we didn't like.
Well, that was
puppet
quick.
Design.
Jesus.
Yeah, puppet design. Holy shit.
What puppet
this is
design?
Like taking it... This is like... Okay, you know what? This is like going up to Jim Henson and then taking a shit and calling this your best puppet design.
Okay, to be fair, it's not that bad. They got as close to a pup named Scooby-Doo style as they could. Now,
they could have gave them actual eyes.
Maybe. That would have really been nice.
Yes, because, okay, look at the, as we show the cover right here with our editor, Kevin.
Hi, Kevin.
yeah, Kevin is our editor. He's a goat. But
is he now really?
Yeah,
is that what he is this week?
He's a goat named Kevin. You met him at one of Iron Will's sessions, and you guys fell in love, and now he is your editor.
What? Wait, what the fuck did this happen?
In Ellie's fan fiction. Anyway,
she wrote why would she write a fan fiction about? You know what? Whatever.
Can we go on with this? Okay, Kevin, just show the picture. So, we look at this cover, and all of them have beady-ass eyes. Beady-ass eyes. It's like, at least with the Muppets, they don't, unless they're like tiny creatures or something, they give them full eyes, and at least allow them to have eyelids. The only one that blinks is Velma. And she's the only one that has the excuse to have beady eyes, and she wears glasses.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, and Fred always has this fucking snarmy look on his face. And it's so disconcerting. And Shaggy has the worst design of them all.
Poor Shaggy.
I mean, Scooby looks just a little bit derpy, but at least if he was a plushie, I would hug him. But Shaggy, I feel like this is like, he looks like he's the rejected puppet from Annabelle. He's Annabelle's understudy.
Oh, God.
Because he has, like, this fucking unhinged jaw, and then he has, like, this eternal smile on his face, and he screams a lot in this movie. So it's like he's smiling while he's screaming, and it looks so wrong. It's like, you're gonna die with a smile on your face.
So, Key, I know you're the resident Scooby-Doo nerd, so I know that this movie is, like, based off a pup named Scooby-Doo. So does that mean, like... the writing for this movie, if it's supposed to be like a pup named Scooby-Doo, Was the show really that bad to make this movie, like, equally bad?
No. Out of all the babyfication era shows like Pup Named Scooby-Doo, Yo Yogi, Muppet Babies, Baby Looney Tunes, stuff of that sort, this was one of the better ones just due to the fact that it was self-aware of itself with, the tropes of Scooby-Doo and all that stuff. So it's really strange how they base this off of Pup Named Scooby-Doo, and it's still so bad.
Yeah. So, let's see. Let's also take into account that through this movie, it's about 40 plus minutes, yet it feels longer. It feels like they're trying to combine like 2 episodes of like possibly a pilot for a Puppet TV series. And at the 20-minute mark, and also prior to this, they included the chase number. That's what Scooby-Doo is like almost iconic for. The chase number, running around through different corridors and
having fun, popping out different places, all the shenanigans that ensue and all that stuff. Yeah. This movie is so cheap that it doesn't even have its own soundtrack. All the songs used in it are from better Scooby-Doo movies.
There's Here Comes Summer from Scooby-Doo Camp Scare, there's Dig It from Scooby-Doo Legend of the Phantosaur, and Abracadabra Doo from Abracadabra Doo.
Which is so stupid that out of all the songs they pick the song that is literally the name of one of their movies.
Yeah, I could tell they, again, I refer to -3 budget. They had to recycle some things.
Yeah, and it's just the songs don't even fit. Like, the Summer All the Time song or whatever is during the chase scene in a cave of a parrot.
With, as I say again, the Angry Birds Pirates reject bird thing.
Yeah, and just saying, it doesn't help that the story, it's so padded out, with this, and there is, just, I don't know, how long is it? 5 minutes of just the puppets dancing?
Pretty much. It feels like they just wanted to add some filler into the movie to space it out to 40 plus minutes or so.
Yeah, and the story of this, the narrative of this movie is, if you can even call it a movie, is so weak. It does feel like 2 episodes of a failed pilot, but it doesn't even have that distinction because you don't know where the writing is going, and this is one of those times where it's a bad thing. When you find out who the Phantom Parrot was, and they tell you the clues, it's just how are we supposed to know that? And we're 2 adults.
Yeah.
Kinda. So it's we should be able to see these clues from a mile away. Kids won't get it, and adults won't get it. It's just this isn't a twist. It's freaking stupid. And, oh my god. Then they have the weirdest things that are supposed to be plot points. They have a hot dog cart that's a plot point. They have a cat. That absolutely makes no sense. It just is.
There's a lot of points in this movie where things don't make any sense.
And yet you're supposed to remember them because they are important.
Yeah.
And it's just what? But
and it's not just the story that's out of whack, too. It's the characters. Now, I'm not a huge Scooby-Doo nerd, but even I can tell that some of the characters, for example, Fred acting like a complete idiot, or being friggin' falling head over heels over some random girl, and even I'm isn't there supposed to be some kind of relationship between Fred and Daphne? And then I think really, if I may say, I think the only character that's in character besides Velma is fucking Shaggy and Scooby.
Yeah, because can I just say this about Fred too? Fred is so creepy in this film too, because the thing with because it's somewhat common that he gets little crushes on girls from time to time. He got one on the main Hex girl in Witch's Ghost somewhat. You could see that he's attracted, and there was also one in Camp Scare and all that nonsense. But this one, he keeps pointing out the smell of her perfume.
That's a plot point, kids.
It's she smells good. And it's just what? And he also acts like a complete idiot. He, walks around being... It's like Ash in the Pokemon movies. He just charges into things. And it's just what?
Yeah, he literally did and then just falls over. They repeated that gag. I'm really? Fred, are you supposed to be that stupid? Aren't you supposed to be the leader? I've seen parodies of you on fucking Robot Chicken and Mad and Adult Swim that were keeping closer to the fucking character than you. God damn it, Fred.
Daphne just gets no development. Like, she's just there.
Oh yeah, she just also so happens to have a plane.
Yeah, like,
she has planes
she said
stashed
that she
all
was
over the
riding
world.
her private jet since she was 5. You know, the joke was funnier in Phantasaur when she was starting to ride motorcycles at the age of 5. And they point out that that is illegal.
Yeah.
Like, that is a funny... It's bad when you use a joke that you did make funny before, and this is just not funny. And then Velma is actually... Yeah.
Which also ties in with the humor of this movie, which is seriously lacking.
Oh my god, the humor of this. It's like... It has the aesthetics of Pup Named Scooby-Doo, but the humor of Shaggy and Scooby-Doo get a clue.
I've never seen Shaggy and Scooby-Doo get a clue.
Don't! That's my only recommendation. Don't! It is the weirdest shit. First of all, the other 3 characters don't even appear. It's just Shaggy and Scooby. And you know those scenes where Scooby ate a Scooby snack and he turned into like a ball and all those different things?
Yeah,
That's a reference to Shaggy and Scooby-Doo get a clue.
So, yeah, basically, as I said before, this is supposed to be, like, what's new Scooby... No, what's new? This is basically a pup named Scooby-Doo in puppet form, but using the current voice cast.
Yes, and the humor is so bad, like, except for, like, 1 or 2 moments, the timing is really off. They reuse gags over and over again, and then you have the visual humor, which is, like, certain things in animation don't go with puppet humor, because like they have this one scene where Shaggy and Scooby are like floating to go to the hot dog cart, and it looks wrong with a puppet. It looks wrong when Shaggy is screaming and he's a puppet because he has the same face. Yeah. There's a reason why Kermit from Kermit the Frog has like the sock-ish face with his texture, so he can have smiles and frowns and stuff.
Yeah
it's so cheap and so like least bare minimum effort put into it. It is basically the 45-minute equivalent of shaking keys with a Scooby-Doo dog tag ring in front of your kid's face for 45 minutes. And I don't even think this would entertain kids.
I don't think it would either, honestly.
Yeah, there are Nick Jr. shows like that are more entertaining, more quality, and have more substance in them than this. Like, freaking Put on Dora the Explorer, at least I'll learn a little bit of Spanish. Here you only... It's just so bad, and it really... to me, it's worse than WrestleMania, because while WrestleMania, it hurt, like, both WWE's image and Scooby's image.
Not enough, because apparently they're making a sequel to it, so...
Yeah, and we're reviewing that, too. And it's like you can at least get a few things out of it. Like, even if it's just the so bad it's good thing. This is just... It hits me more on a personal level, and not just because I'm a childhood lover of Scooby-Doo. It's in the fact that they treat... Because this is meant for kids. Like, young kids.
You can tell. Yeah, here's the thing. We can't really knock this movie because it is meant for kids. Kids are going to enjoy something like this, but for Scooby-Doo fans are not really going to like this. So, overall, what do we really give this, like, out of 10?
I would give it a skip it. Like, because...
I would too, not going to lie.
Because the thing is, even if it's meant for kids, kids are not stupid and they deserve thought-out programming. Even if it is comedy and supposed to be, like, you know, non sequitur type things, it still deserves thought. This didn't have thought or effort. And if kids are being pandered and talked down like this, they're going to get a subconscious thing that this is their level of intelligence, and they're not going to try to go past that. They're going to be content in that. And then we get people who watch the Jersey Shore and all those shitty shows.
Well, we went from... have we ever had a Scooby-Doo Jersey Shore sort of thing?
No! I hope we never do! I think Mr. Enter said it best in one of his reviews, is that when he was young, he got raised on eating, like, Pop-Tarts and mac and cheese and stuff, and he can't eat, like, more high-quality foods because it doesn't taste well to him. If you raise kids on stuff that is not thought out, not well done, just very shitty programming, when they have better programming in front of them, they're not going to respect it as much as if they had well thought out programming with them before.
Yeah.
I really hope that there are parents out there that are parents or babysitters that they're not going to just use this as a babysitter for their kids, and they're going to at least give the kids enough respect to put on a decent movie like Frozen or Toy Story or something quality that actually has substance.
Yeah.
This movie is nothing.
I know for a fact that Scooby Doo can try. I know that, like, the live-action movies get, like, a lot of flack, but I would rather watch, like, the live-action movies, because those, I feel, are a lot more comfortable with, you know, getting closer to the characters than this did. This movie basically tried to emulate something from the past, and even though the puppet thing was, I guess, an interesting twist on it, it didn't play out the way that I think a lot of us were expecting.
It's like Angela Anaconda. Like, you have a very distinctive style.
Don't mess with it. Don't try to do something different like this.
It's even then, like, because Angela Anaconda was trying to be like the Monty Python sketches with the paper cutout style, and that can work. You can do a lot of stuff with that, like Weird Al's Lame Claim to Fame video, but you have to put effort into it and quality. And puppets can work out very well, too, but that's the thing with TV budget puppets. I can't really think of a great example of a puppet show on TV that happened. Because I don't think, except for The Muppets. That was the only TV show that actually put a lot of effort into it.
Or Avenue Q, if you think about it.
Or Avenue Q, but that's Broadway.
That was on a Broadway budget. Come on.
So it had more money put into it. But come on, Warner Brothers. You make millions of dollars a year. You could put a little money into it.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure they could. Because
it's not like it's a little indie studio or anything.
Oh, yeah. I totally expect Warner Brothers to do something better. But you know what? Speaking of Warner Brothers... Listen, Key. I know you thought it was funny to try and get me in for Scooby Doo WrestleMania. You know, that kind of stung a little bit in the heart, a little bit of heart of an old WWE nerd. And this, fucking Scooby Doo puppets. Okay, you know what? How about we look at something on my ground?
What do you mean?
Well, I know how much you love cartoons and stuff. I bet a show like something from Hanna-Barbera, say Flintstones might catch your eye. How about we look at something like that? How about we look...
Ooh, the Flintstones! Yes, I love the Flintstones. The first animated primetime show.
How about we look at the Flintstones and WWE Stone Age SmackDown?
What?
Because if I had to suffer the last time, you're going to suffer with me too.
What? No. No, you can't make me!
Yes!
No,
yes, I will! You're coming down with me to hell! Because I guarantee you, if you thought Scooby-Doo WrestleMania Mystery is bad, I guarantee you, you have not seen anything yet.
No, I'm not doing this.
Goodbye, everybody!
I'm not doing this! Let go of me! Help!
You're coming down with me!